What's up, race fans? My name's Owen, and welcome back to the Ben Fender podcast. And in this one, I will be doing the Sonoma race review. So, to start, Eric Jones got a L1 penalty for modifying a single source part, which means he loses 60 driver and owner points, 5 playoff points. They get fined $75,000. And their crew chief gets suspended for 2 weeks. To make things worse for Legacy, Noah Gregson is out this week with a concussion, and filling in for him is Grant Enfinger. He was like a Truck Series guy. He didn't do too well. I think he finished like the last on the lead lap or something like that. Wasn't the best outing, but Sonoma's not the best track for passing. And also, this is the final broadcast for Fox for the season. So next break will be NBC. So, since this is a road course, there are no stage breaks, but there are still stages. So stage 1 was 25 laps. Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick were on the front row. Hamlin leads. About halfway through, green flag pit stop start. Ryan Blaney gets a too fast exiting penalty, and Denny Hamlin ends up winning the first stage. At the end of the first stage, there were 3 cars a lap down. Then stage 2 started, which was 30 laps. Denny Hamlin pits, and since this track is so long, he ends up staying in the lead. A little while later, Martin Truex Jr. takes the lead. Then green flag pit stop start. Then during the pit stops, Zane Smith has a tire get away on pit road. So what happened was they took the tire off. When they pushed it to the wall, the crew member didn't grab it in time, and it bounced off the wall and onto the pit road. So for some reason, they threw a full course caution. Even though they probably could have done like the third, like the last hairpin, probably yellow, which F1 does, but. So after that, Martin Truex Jr. wins the race off pit road. Then Kyle Busch ends up taking the lead. And Kyle Busch wins stage 2. At the end of stage 2, there are only 2 cars a lap down. And the third and final stage was 55 laps. And almost immediately, Austin Dillon spins, but stays green. Then Martin Truex Jr. takes the lead. Green flag pit stop start again. McDowell takes the lead as Truex pits. Elliott takes the lead as McDowell pits. Then Martin Truex Jr. ends up retaking the lead when Elliott pits. Then Denny Hamlin spins and hits the wall, bringing out the second and final caution. And Denny Hamlin is the first car out of the race. He went from pole to dead last. Unlucky for him. He misjudged the final turn, turned in a little too hard, bounced off the wall, hit the outside wall, then spun, hit the inside wall again. Was not a good. Yeah, he misjudged. Unfortunate for him. So Martin Truex Jr. ends up winning the race off pit road, but Chase Elliott stays out and takes the lead. Then a couple laps later, Martin Truex Jr. ends up retaking the lead. Then a bunch of stuff happened, but no caution. So Tyler Reddick ended up blowing a tire and spinning on like the last corner or on turn 11. But he ended up like cutting the last part and like cutting the inside there to get into the pit lane. It was safe enough to do that, so he did it. I thought they were going to give him a penalty, but they never said if a penalty was being awarded to him. So after that, Eric Almirola spins, but ends up getting going. Same with Josh Bilicki. Then Eric Jones seemed to have lost the engine for a second. He ended up restarting and ended up getting going. Then Ryan Blaney gets dumped twice, but still manages to get going again. So no caution there. And Martin Truex Jr. ends up winning his fourth race at Sonoma, I believe they said. And that brings Truex into second place all time for Sonoma wins, right behind Jeff Gordon. So the top five were Truex, Busch, Logano, Buescher, and Elliott. All in all, there wasn't a lot of passing, like up front. There's only like 2 designated passing zones in it, so it wasn't too bad, wasn't too great though. The one thing I wish NASCAR would do, bring back the inner carousel. That might make the race a little bit better, since when I first started watching NASCAR, you didn't have a lot of like road course. You might have seen like 4 or something like that, and now there's like half the field is road course specialists. Also, the car is definitely more attuned to road courses now than when I first started, when they were like wider and heavier. So all in all, the race wasn't too bad. The stage cautions not being there definitely helped it a little bit. Made it flow a little more easily. So I'm not going to give this one too high of a rating because it's not going to be a memorable race. So I'll probably give it like a 6 out of 10. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, as well as go check out my other channels. One being my main of Fan Right Tan, and then my other one is a D&D channel where my friends and I play Dungeons & Dragons. That is called Drunkards and Dumbasses. Please go check those ones out. And join me next week when I review the Nashville Super Speedway race. So, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.